Hey guys, back again, and this is another video of 4 Russian Jaegers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lifeguard afoot. On this side I have 3 musketeer units, and I have the Semenovsky lifeguard, if that's pronounced correctly. I've got 3 Cossack cav and 3 mounted rifles. My teammate in the middle is Skmarsh, and he's using Netherlands. So he has 5 Dutch flankers. He's got 6 line infantry, plus another 2 reserve line infantry. His cav, he's got some heavy cav, 3 units, and some light cav as well. Okay, on the far left, my teammate is Jmartin, and he's gone for the Netherlands as well. And his build is the 5 Dutch flankers, and all up about 8 of the Dutch line infantry. For the cav, he's got a couple of heavy cav and 4 units of light cav. Okay, so this is the player directly opposite me. He's chosen France, and his build is 6 Voltigers. I actually didn't notice he brought 6 until a fair way into the game. 4 Lancers, it's about 9 line infantry, but I think elite in that build. Okay, this is the guy in the middle. He's also gone France, and he's got quite a few elites. Shooty cav, and he's chosen to bring chasseurs instead of the Voltigers. And this is the guy that's directly opposite Jmartin. This is Dark Ninja. He's a pretty good player actually. Seen him around a fair bit. Sorry, it looks a little bit disorganised. I didn't quite hit the pause button in time, and he'd already started moving his troops. But pretty much he's got the 5 lights. It's got a fair amount of infantry, general staff, and a couple of light dragoons. So let's get into the game. Not quite sure what he's doing here. Might have just been a problem with his unit grouping, but this guy staked up. And now this is another reason why I particularly wanted to do this battle. So basically I'm advancing up. He's already placed stakes. So that's the extent of how far this guy wants to go. So he's basically just going to stay there. So my strategy is pretty much just getting close but out of range. Anyway, here we go. Jmartin on this side. He's engaging his lights. The British lights are significantly better than your Dutch lights. Okay, there we go. Skmarsh is going in to engage, and you'll notice that I'm pretty much stationary, and I'll remain stationary for a good part of the game. So we'll double team the middle guy. Here's my cav coming in. Just to cause a bit of disruption. It gives SK an opportunity to close in. SK also does his own cav attack on the old guard. I'm still, running around the back, causing a fair amount of disruption. France also brings in some cav. I've got my mounted rifles there. I'm only using Cossack cav, which is the cheapest cav in the game. We have
our men are running, sir.
Caving this guy's lights, using some one unit of heavy cav, I think, and one light. And then pulling away, and Jmartin sees an opportunity over here. He might have just got that box in time. Okay, so while France, when he comes out of box, that's when I use charge in my mounted rifles to cause more disruption. Also got SK's got some cav in the back as well, doing quite a deal of damage. So finally my guy actually starts to, he commits his own cav, which is probably a little late, but it was still, at the time, it was a good move. You know, eliminates my mounted rifles pretty quickly. Britain is actually probably a little
Our
bit
men are
more,
running, sir.
in this sort of situation, dangerous than France, because the British lights are so good. And so if this guy can keep his lights alive, he'll do some real damage. Now I'm just stretching out, and SK's just pull back a little bit. The middle guy has been damaged quite a lot, but again the French cav is so strong. Got some more French cav coming through. And you can see how strong the Brits are on this side as well against Netherlands. SK and I are really trying to finish France off in the middle. We're sort of slowly making progress. So I had to form boxes, and I think most of our other units there were pretty significantly depleted, so we couldn't actually form boxes, which was a huge problem. But there's not much you can do about that once you get down to under, I think, 47 men. You just can't box. Now, Jmartin, you know, really looked like he was winning quite easily, but you know, you still got these damn lights, and their range and rate of fire is so strong. Any shootout with Britain is going to be close, but it's not close when you're a minor nation. Okay, so pretty much he's come out from the stakes. So I've committed my Jaegers to, they were shooting at the middle, and I've moved up my lifeguard to shoot at the Voltigers as well. So the stake line's here, and he's had to move out from behind the stakes, which is really what I wanted him to do. So at the moment we're still trying to deal with the middle guy. He's still got old guard, and you know, they're just so dominant, and they don't rout too easy. So SK moves over some of his lights to try and give me a bit of support. But my guard units, even though they take quite a bit of a beating, certainly do eliminate the Voltigers if you get them in range. This guy should have committed his line. Seeing he got so close with his Voltigers, he should have brought them up quick behind, but he chose not to. This Voltigers on the side have gone. He's now committed his line, but I've still got my guard units on this side. Certainly if he had have had maybe one or two elite units, just maybe even one old guard probably would have made a difference on here. So SK's still trying to eliminate those damn French in the middle. Just kept hanging on. So at this point of the game, SK, we were sort of debating whether we should try and rush what was left of France or try to hold Britain back a bit while I could possibly finish off the France guy. And I've still got my guard on this side as well. Jmartin did a great job here. Took one for the team. Okay, then we've got again, you know, we've got fairly depleted units, and the France general just too strong, crashing into us. I think this was a pretty good move actually, what we did. Pretty much I tried to push up. It certainly did look like I was going to try and surround the France guy while Britain closed in. But if you notice that these units are very tired. Okay, so that works to our advantage. When my units are fresh and SK's units are quite fresh as well, so I'm certainly engaging my musketeers on this side. Sort of feigned attack to attack in here with this particular unit, and I brought them across and to finish off Britain instead of attacking France. So as you can see, the morale of Britain dropping quite quickly. With this unit in here, the musketeers, I actually charged into the British line because the charge for Russia is really good. Wasn't too concerned about whether or not my lifeguard would win this battle. It was just a matter of how many would be killed. Unfortunately, there was only about 20 or so killed, which was good. So back on here, it's pretty much over now. You know, the France guy decided to advance into my lights and my guard unit, and it sort of faded away for them pretty quickly. But it was a really good game. We spoke about this
glorious victory, sir,
afterwards,
is soon to be yours.
Out of the games that we had played, this was a really good match. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.